Someone sending me a message on Steam. Right, sorry, Steam. What was that? Someone sent me a message? Massage? Did they? Ah, it's social. Huh? Right. 1 second. Back in a second, sorry. I just need to pop the kettle on, wash out my left eye, because for some reason it's watering and I don't know why. And also, I just want to go brush my teeth. My teeth feel fuzzy. Hang on. Oh, sorry, that music's a bit loud. Let me turn that down. Put it down there. Hi, everyone. Hi, and yeah, good morning. Hope you're all okay. Hope you're having a nice, smooth Thursday, wherever you are currently in the world. Over here, I've just gotten back from the dog walk this morning, where Lulu wandered around the park and she smelled all the smells. And she played with a couple of dogs, but mostly the dogs came up to me and was like, ooh, person, you know, attention. I thought she rolled in shit. Thankfully, it was just mud. She came back completely caked in mud. I was like, oh, God. So she's had a wipe down, but it's not poop, thankfully. Yeah, good, thank you, Internet. Well, I mean, it was nice, but I'm glad it's over. Christmas, it always feels like that thing that you've got to endure, really, rather than, you know. But it was fine. I got some nice things. People were very kind. Lots of chocolate and booze. Yeah. Hang on a second. So, what's going on? So the YouTube thing. So I'm spending this week working on segment 19 out of 24 on a video essay that I'm working on. Segment 19 is very complicated, hence why it's taking me the entire week, whereas the other segments, not so much. I can complete, the better part of 2 or 3 segments in 1 week, but this one's a bit of a oof. So, segments 1 through 18 are available on the links below. Axolotl has just linked them in the chat, thank you very much. So I've made some work-in-progress test renders so you can see what I'm doing. But I still need to finish it, so I need to get this 19 done, and then 21 to 24, and then good, done, hopefully. Yeah, so that's what's going on. So I'm just sort of cracking on with it. On segment 19 specifically, it's about 18 and a half minutes long, and I've managed to get to the 13th minute, so there's still lots more work to do. Yeah, but it's going quite well, I think. How is everyone? Thank you, Artful Maverick. Thank you very much. And Dolly and Axekills and Vince. Thank you sincerely, folks. As soon as I can, Pulsar. I'm extremely eager to move on, frankly. Yeah. Right, hang on. So, truth be told, I cannot remember exactly what I was doing. I do know vaguely that I was trying to get a probe down on the surface of Eve, and also I was doing some preliminary explorations of Dres, but I cannot quite remember exactly what I was doing. I was also sending extensive spaceplane operations to Duna, which is Mars. So there's quite a few things on the go, but it's going to have to be a case of trying to remind myself what the fuck I was doing. So, the Morales MK 1.1 test. What is this? Let's have a look. What's the Morales? My mind is completely blank. I have no recollection of what this craft is. Okay, so we're looking at what appears to be a refueler craft, so I've clearly run out of fuel for it. I'm guessing this must be the main craft here. But if that's true, what's that? Why is there a probe attached to what looks like the refueler? Let me just warp to daylight so I can see what the fuck I'm doing. Where's the command to warp to daylight? Oh, maybe you only have it on the surface of a planet. Okay. So we're just in orbit around Kerbal itself. Let me just speed up the time just a smidge. Whee! There we go. Right. So what the fuck is this? What was I sending and why? So it's full of fuel, liquid fuel and oxidizer. Why only liquid fuel in the nose cone? No oxidizer. What's that about? Because I'm sending nerves, maybe? What is this? Does anyone remember? I genuinely don't remember. What is this craft? Where was this going? It looks like it's landing on something. What were my objectives? Hang on. Explore Eve. Gather surface deployed mystery goo observations from the surface of Dres. This has to have been Eve, surely. Okay, so is this an Eve launcher? Looks like it. I mean, it's big enough to be going to Eve. What's this then? Why is this here? What's that about? It seems to be a small satellite for some reason. Small satellites, heat shields. Why has it got a heat shield and a xenon engine? Small inline reaction wheel, xenon container. So this thing is meant to be coming back. Was this the thing that's meant to be lifting the... Yeah, confusion the live stream. I really need to like leave myself a handover or something, don't I? I was going to say maybe it's a comm relay, but why does it have a heat shield on it? Thank you, the Hammer Doctor. Thank you very much, Hammer Doctor. Does it have some sort of a container on it? Not that I can see. Huh. I know, I might have to. I might have to check the closet in a minute to try and remind myself what the fuck I was doing. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, don't do that. Oh, no, we've got some wobble. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Space Kraken is angry. SAS is off. Stop it. You know what? I'm going to go back to the tracking station before something goes horrendously fucking wrong. Replacement part for some other craft on the surface? I don't know. Okay, so put a pin in that. Thank you, Axolotl. Would anyone be kind enough to maybe have a look and on that link and tell me if you can tell me, see if you can tell me what the Morales was for? Okay, the next craft down was the Xerxes. Let me just switch on debris. Xerxes, better dress probe. No, that wasn't very helpful. Because I did send that craft over to Eve as an experiment to see how its propellers would work. And the answer was they did not. Or at least wasn't very... yeah, so in brackets there, yeah, in quotations. First Eve landing attempt. And then through sheer dumb fucking luck, like I didn't even attempt it, somehow, there it is, my experimental heli engine, I landed right next to my first ever landing. Like, the odds of that are unbelievable. Thank you, Mr. Bolognese. Thank you very much, Mr. Bolognese. Right. So just loading up the experimental helicopter. And then I'll also remind myself what was going on the surface of Duna. So here it was. So this was my attempt to land. And basically, I wanted to see how exactly would propellers work in the atmosphere of Eve. This is Eve. Welcome to it. So this is Venus. The answer is not very well. Basically, I hadn't accounted for the fact that the spinning of the propeller would in fact spin the whole craft. I assumed, naively, that these wings would be enough to counteract it. They were not, and all we really succeeded in doing was spinning round in circles for a bit and achieving very little. So, oops. So, if I'm going to send another plane back, then I'm going to have to send 2 engines spinning in the opposite direction to effectively cancel out each other's torque. Yeah. I also discovered that attempting to land like a normal plane was not very effective because of how slow we were moving. Like, really just landing on the tail, just going boop on the tail would have been way more effective. Okay. Right, and then my first landing is over there. Well, that's a piece of debris from this landing. Okay. Welcome to Eve. Can I zoom over here to my first ever landing? I'm curious. No, too far away. Hang on. So go to tracking station. Nadcat says, I was going to detach the top part with a bunch of boosters and connect the 2 rockets. I was going to detach the top part with a bunch of boosters and connect the 2 rockets. Not sure what you mean. Okay. So the Xerxes. So what's going on the surface of Duna? So the Ike space station is in orbit. The Daisy MK1. Duna engine drop MK4. Duna plane MK3. What the fuck? Hang on. Let's go to the Ike space station. It's in orbit around Duna because I just found it more useful. Okay. To you too, Tavinity. For those just passing through the stream, please know that I'm still working on a huge YouTube project. It's taking forever. Nadcat says, below the top part is a connection thingy. I was going to connect the 2 rockets to form a very long one. Was I? Why would I do that? Okay, so here's the Ike space station. So it's currently unmanned. So this was manned recently. So I must have brought the astronauts down, the Kerbal nauts down to the surface of Duna. Okay. Let me go back and have a look at the Morales and see what I was doing then. So back to the Morales. Thank you for Salvius. Thank you very much for Salvius. Nadcat says, that's what I was saying. Am I insane? Let me have a look at the Morales again then. Morales MK1 test. But did I mention what the purpose of the rocket was, Mad Cat? It has to be going to Eve, surely. So I was going to detach the top part of the rocket and... What does that mean? So a Clampatron docking port. There is one there. Okay. Senior. Is there a senior here? So an empty tank. What's that there? That's a... Ah, look, there is a Clampatron docking port senior. Okay. So why would I do that? For what purpose? Wait! That's an inflatable heat shield. This thing has to be going to Eve. Okay. But I connected them the wrong way round, so I cannot connect them. Did I? That sounds stupid. It's obviously me then. I connected them the wrong way round, so I cannot connect them. I can see a problem, but I don't know if it's a problem. Why is the stack separator above that? It's doing it again. How strange. It's starting to wobble. So these are all empty. So there's no point to any of this, right? Towards the end of the VOD, I scream no. Okay, so yeah, there's clearly a Kraken problem going on there. So let's go back to the tracking station. I'm thick, I put it upside down, and then I laughed. Shit, I hope not. Otherwise we'd have to send an engineer to fix whatever decision I made. But I'm not sure what I was trying to do. So Roden says, in the last vid I said I'd have to send an engineer up to fix the fuck up. Okay. So I'm just going to keep like going back to it to try and figure out what this is. Maybe there's a clue in my staging. Sorry, for those just joining, this is probably not a very interesting stream. I'm playing, like, Cluedo, I suppose. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I was smoking. I put this craft together months ago. I have no memory of what this is meant to be doing. So, have a look at my staging. So that was clearly my launch stage. I've still got a teensy-weensy bit of Delta V on it, which is obviously why I kept it. So this jettisons, but what is that? That is the stack separator covering an inflatable heat shield. Okay. So that would jettison, revealing this, which I presume is going to do an Eve. It must be. It's an Eve lander. Look. Okay, and then what happens? So it goes into land at Eve. What's that? That detaches this, which is a what? An engine plate. There's engines under there. What flavour engines? Engine plate. Yeah, what's that? Are they vectors? I see something. 3 of them. They must be. They're vectors. Okay. How much Delta V does this thing have? 6,300. Huh. Thank you, Hold and to Udix. Thank you very much, Hold. Nadcat says the rocket is named the Evelyn Probe MK 1.1. Okay, probe. I'm curious. Let me go back to the. Let me load it up and see if I can find it, and then quiz it down on the surface of the Space Center. Thank you, the Black Pestilence. Thank you very much. Bear with me just one moment. Off. Okay. So let's go into the vehicle assembly building and then load up the craft and try to determine what exactly I was smoking. Alright. Nadcat says, I'm launching a nose cone to attach to a separate vessel in orbit. That vessel is going to push the nose cone to the planet Eve. I see. So, let's go to open. Okay. Sexy egg. Anomaly scanner. Okay. The Xerxes. The Morales, I think. Evelyn. There it is. Evelyn Probe. Evelyn Probe. MK1. MK2. Is this it here? Let us load it and find out. Okay, this is it. So what was this craft? So let me just remove. So what made it into orbit? This bit did, didn't it? There we go. So what are we looking at here? That's the protective fairing. Delete the fairing. So this is the bit that made it into orbit. Okay. Hello, what are you? Delete the fairing. Okay. You are an Eve probe. You are definitely an Eve probe. Designed to land in its extremely harsh atmosphere, but not merely land. You're designed to come back, aren't you? That's why the nose cone was there. It's to land backwards. Okay. This is my first attempt to do one of the toughest challenges in Kerbal Space Program. A landing and subsequent return from Eve. Okay. So that's what all this is for. All of this is to launch off the surface of Eve. Okay. Well, we know what this craft is for. So all I have to do is push it then. So, tell me, if I were to remove from here, so this is the stack separator. Okay. So we're getting pushed along. I see my error. I see what I was whinging about. Okay. So the idea is that this thing gets into orbit, and then this breaks off, right? And it's that this is the nose cone that gets pushed by another craft to Eve. But clearly, I've mounted it backwards, because what the fuck's it going to push? There's no surface for it to push, because I mounted this upside down. This is meant to jettison. Stand by. Like so. So it's meant to go revealing a hard surface, but instead it goes and reveals a soft surface. So I simply didn't spot the error during its construction. So the next question, yes, so I see what I've done. So we need to send up an engineer and see if they have the ability to simply detach it, to simply remove it. So, is that fixable is my next question. So let's pretend for a second that we're in space. Sorry, let me just restore the error as it was presented. Okay. So this is the error. This needs to be above this. So let's pretend we're in orbit. This breaks off. Would my engineer be able to go bloop and grab that and reattach it? Or will the game engine not allow me? Because that now lacks the protective fairing? I don't know. The game simply may not allow me. We will simply have to launch it and find out. It will be an expensive mistake, but a mistake I've already made. Thank you, Maxi Matt. Thank you very much, Maxi Matt. Okay, so leave that for a second. Let's go back into orbit, and then so I figured out this part of the plan. I can see what I was smoking. Thank you, Raz Al Ghul. Right. So, sending up engineers to fix the problem shouldn't be too much of an issue. Now, let's see exactly what I was planning to do on the other side of that. So, hang on. Because the other side can't just float off either. So, let's go to the tracking station. Indeed, between. I think we would have to be very fucking fast. So go to the Morales. Thank you, Dr. Bear, Mad Scientist. Thank you very much, Dr. Bear. Send an engineer with a grabbing unit as well, so you can try it in case you can't reattach it. Well, I do have grabbing units already up there. I see what you're thinking, though. But I'm sort of wondering, will it even let me do a non-radial attachment of something on the nose cone of an inflatable heat shield, is my question. Well, I guess we'll just find out. Okay, so but what is this then? What? So, hang on. This is the thing doing the pushing. Okay, so pretend this is pushing la-di-da. What have we got here? We got some vectors. I presume they get jettisoned. Oh, I can't break through that. So what's here? Ah, ha, ha, ha. Nerves. Okay. Atomic engines. Vacuum pushing. This is the tug. This is the nose cone. So I basically snap off these bottom bits of both to form one large rocket in orbit. Okay. So the whole process was meant to be automated until I cocked up because I'm thick. So, what is that then? What's this? Why is this here? That's a xenon. Is this also pushing? What's this for? It's clearly a separate craft entirely. And it's clearly meant to go through re-entry. No idea. If it's meant to bring samples back, then where's it going to store the samples? Unless there's a cargo pod that I cannot see. Science inside? I thought so too, but does it not require... Or maybe the probe unit can do it? Can it? Stack separator, heat shield... Well, it's got to be on this section here if it's going to do that. Is there even a parachute under there? Yeah, maybe it's just a comm satellite. Well, Past Me wouldn't have attached it, Andre, if it didn't have a purpose. Obviously, Past Me is incredibly, you know, lots of forethought clearly has been put into this. Sorry. Anyway, for those just joining, I'm trying to figure out what exactly I launched into orbit. It's clearly an Eve probe that's going to go down to the surface of Eve, which is in-game Venus, and then try to, crucially, launch something back up. If we do that, we'll get a hell of a cash bonus for the space program. Doing what we've never done before. Indeed I have, Gung. I think Dinkle kept talking about it. Okay, so let's go back to the VAB. A few months ago, Twisted. Okay. Yes, I really should leave a handover, Jack, so I can try to... Because the game gets quite complicated as it moves on. So don't feel too well, I know it looks intimidating for those who have never played Kerbal Space Program, but it doesn't start you off here, trust me. It will start you very, very simply, like launch this rocket up. You don't even have to do orbit or anything, it just go up, and then piece by piece you'll sort of get objectives one by one. So right now you're definitely looking at the end game. Eve is not for beginners. Okay, so Eve probe on mount. I'm looking for Evelyn Probe. Jeff Morales. Hello, what are you? Morales, test 2. Is this you? Sort you look like it. I see! I understand! Oh my god, I'm a genius! Okay. This simply waits in orbit. This is the ride home. This is the nose cone for the Eve probe. It lands, it collects samples, it launches back up into space, it meets this, and this thing is its ride home. How much Delta V do you have for that ride home? Vacuum. 3,000? Really? I expected more. Okay. 3,000? I'll have to check my notes to see if that's enough. Hang on, where's my notes? Well, get the notepad. Where's my calculator? Okay. So. One second. Let's go back to... Right, I think, yeah, so I know what I'm doing. I just need to get some engineers up in space to fix my horrendous fuck-up. Because past me is both a genius and intensely thick. Hang on. So, for those not familiar, there's the so in Kerbal, in space travel in general, there's the concept of Delta V, which effectively just means how much mass can you push about, represented by the velocity that you can change. So, hang on a second. So, looking at my notes, my previous exploratory efforts of Eve, so around 900-ish to leave the Kerbin system. Okay, so to leave our planet's orbit to get to Kerbal, which is the star's orbit. So 900... Okay. So Kerbin... So what was it? 3,500... So 3,000... Well, no, ignore all of this, because I'm already up in orbit. So what? So Kerbin to Kerbal. So from flying up fast enough in order to get to Kerbal, 900-ish Delta V. So we need to speed up by 900. There's a 2.2 inclination difference, so they're at a slight different tilty-wiltiness compared to our planet. So we need 400 Delta V to correct the tilty-wilty. Then we need 915 Delta V to lower down to Eve's orbit, because Eve is orbiting the star much lower than we are. So 915 to low. It then says 750... Wait. 560... Wait, which number? 750 Delta V took me to low orbit around Eve. Okay, let's do that. 750 Delta V to low orbit around Eve. So that's to slow down so we don't overshoot Eve. So effectively, if you're going to do anything in space, you need to change your speed. You can change your rocket's direction, fine, just point it forward or point it back. But to alter its speed, you need to burn propellant. So that's what I'm trying to calculate here. So 750 Delta V to lower us down slow enough so we don't just go screaming past Eve at like 1,000,000 miles an hour. Okay? So, 750 delta V to get down to low Eve. It then says I had to do a 381 delta V inclination change to match it. Wait. That must be wrong. I've mixed up the order of my notes. Hang on. So it says atmosphere of Eve starts at 90. Large capital letters in bold. Holy shit. It just says. 66K was dead. 76 was too high. 73 was dead. 71 dead. 72 was acceptable. So 72 kilometers in exclamation marks there. Any lower and you're dead. Okay. Yes. Do not fuck with Eve. Eve is the crazy ex-girlfriend of the solar system. You fuck with her and she's going to stab you with a kitchen knife. So 72 kilometers. Did I say kilometers? Okay. So, question mark in my notes. Can aerobraking from an incoming transfer work at 72k? Answer, yes, in capitals. We tried it on 75k and it worked. I think 72k is fucking suicide. Cross out 72k. It says... Sorry, my own notes. It just says, the next note simply says, don't panic. Oh shit, okay. Thanks, past me. Right. Right. So, sorry, what was I doing? So let's have a look here then. So, let's go to my tracking station. Well, why do that? Because we haven't properly attached yet. Okay, ignore that. Don't ignore that. Keep that for 1 minute from now. I just need to get my engineers up there. Right. So who's available? So available assigned. So I have 11 Kerbal nauts out on missions right now. 3 are currently on the surface playing ping pong in the astronaut Kerbal naut rec room. So Markin is available. What are you? Pilot, scientist, and an engineer. Matt Balls Kerbin. Okay. Yeah. Do I... presumably I'll need at least a couple of you to lift something so heavy. We may as well take all 3. Okay. So, let's go and get them up into orbit then. So, let's go. Hang on. A decoupler is heavy in space? It shouldn't be, Zovi, but I think I need at least a couple of them, right? Certainly we'll need a pilot. What do you reckon? Maybe just 2? Okay. So, presumably I have one that I've made earlier. Do I have a taxi? Kerbin... Dual probe... refueler... Taxi, hello. How big is the taxi? Damn, it's too small. It's a single-seater. But yeah, something incy-wincy like this to achieve orbit. Could send up a space plane. That could be fun. Do I have any space planes available? Probably only the small ones, right? The Duna plane. The lol, what? Prophet MK, what's this? That's a 2-seater. Is that a ramjet? What is this? No, I don't think so. It might be. Nah, it's never going to get up into orbit. Just make a new one. It's fine. Right. Okay. So let's go with a 2-seater. What's a 2-seater? You're a 2-seater, aren't you? Crew capacity 2. I'll go with this. Well, they've got to get down again afterwards, actually. So hang on. So, command pod, crew capacity 2. There we go. Just call this a 2-man taxi. Okay. Right. So, just focus on the landing first, because they've got to go up and fix it and then land back down again. So try to keep everything light and simple. So, it's already got a reaction wheel, so it can spin in space, no problem. Let's give it a thermal heat shield. There we go. I presume it does not have its own built-in heat shield. No, it does not. Okay. Let's give it a parachute so it can land effectively. Science, cargo, utility. And before I forget, just add a couple of ladders onto the side so I can transfer them onto the craft that we're going to be docking with. What's the objective this time? Past me is stupid and past me cocked up, and a mistake is currently in orbit. We need to go up and quickly fix it before the press gets wind of it. One parachute should be fine, right? Should be fine, I hope. We'll go for an ocean landing as well. Okay. It's not a drogue chute, is it? No, it's just a normal parachute. Okay, so who's currently in the pilot's seat? Cool. Markin and, sorry, Simi, could Matt Balls please take over? He's an engineer. We need him. Okay. So, this is the pod that's going to be landing. Disconnect, fall into the atmosphere, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now, let's go and focus on the maneuvering engine to get them exactly where they're going to go. So, sort by size, if you please. Probably go smaller, to be honest. Is it smaller? Yeah, there we go. Don't forget the decoupler, so they can actually detach when they need to. 25 decoupler, smaller please. 18. Yeah, 18 will be fine. Don't forget to do the double-sided decoupler indicated by these two arrows to make sure the explosive bolts are faced in such a way. There we go. Then both sections blast off. And then give it just an easy-weensy maneuvering engine for space. What do you think, a Terrier? Yeah. Might be a bit awkward, but it should be fine. So, let's have a look at Delta V calculations for vacuum. It tells me that I have 1,700 Delta V. 1,700 Delta V. More than enough to do exactly what they need to do. Okay, so all I have to do is get 3,500 Delta V beneath this rocket. I think. Have I forgotten anything? Needs power, obviously. Hang on. Maybe a battery. Does it have a built-in battery? It has a built-in battery. Just give it like an easy-weensy solar panel. Couple of them, maybe. Sort by size. There we go. So yeah, hope everyone's okay. Hope everyone's having a lovely day today. Editing is going fine, just it's quite slow. Sorry for that. Okay. So, 3,500 Delta V. So, again, speaking to the people at the back who aren't familiar with space travel, effectively it's not a question of going up, it's a question of going up and then sideways fast enough. That's what we need to do. So we need to move at 2,200 meters per second, so whoosh. So to do that, we need more than 2,200 Delta V. So velocity that we can change. Technically, we need about 3,500 to do it comfortably. So that's what I need now. So looking at that number now, ignoring that blue number, because this is for them maneuvering, we probably need some RCS, don't we? Yeah, we do need RCS. Hang on. So I just need to get this up and then launch sideways fast enough. Monopropellant, something eensy-weensy. We really don't need that much of it. Monopropellant tanks. Just the one? It's a bit chonky. Yeah, go with smaller. Where's the smaller ones? Thank you, Bearded Vulture. Thank you very much, Bearded. Yeah, just stick them, like, hang on. Put it on that. There we go. If we did it here, immediate copyright strike. Right. So, let's go to... wait, does it have... Yes, it's got wheel authority. So basically there's a weighted wheel that is spinning which is generating torque, which lets me turn the craft. Satellites have them. It's quite handy. Okay. It's a bit of a dinky engine, so I'm probably going to have to do a couple of stabilizers. Stack 25? Nah, smaller. 18. Double? Double. Lovely. Okay. So, let's go with Kerbal vacuum. Yeah, just give it a big old engine. I've got lots to do this stream, so I shouldn't get totally sucked into building a fucking taxi, you know what I mean? Don't go that big so quick. Yeah, a couple of these. The FLs. FL? Show me the advanced view, and then go by cross-section profile. Size. What size is that? FL. Where's the bigger version? Wasn't there a bigger version? Here it is. There we go. Boop. And then just give it a big old engine. So let's go with Kerbal. What have I got? I want a sort of mixture of efficiency between atmosphere and vacuum. Bobcat liquid fuel. So what's your... So that's 2,000. Thrust. So atmosphere 310. What's this? Cheetah? No, don't do cheetah. It's way too weak. Kodiak? Nah, fuck it. Bobcat will probably do it. Is it gimbaled? Yes, gimbaled. What about Kerbal? Whoa, too big. Switch off advanced view. Go back to engines. Wolfhound, skippers. No, Bobcat will do it fine. What about a poodle? No. Fuck it. What about a vector? Hang on. Compare me the stats there. Vector would do it easy peasy. So engine. So 315 in a vacuum, 295 in an atmosphere. 290, 310. Yeah, we'll go with the vector. Electrical charge, thrust, 1,000. Yeah, the vector is way more powerful as well. Go with the vector. Okay, it's got a huge gimbal on it. We might want to tone it down just a smidge. And then just put some robotic struts here just to make sure it's all good. Just to prevent any wobble. Okay. Right, so what have we got? So 1,800 Delta V. 1 second, can I just go whoop, whoop, just for a second, just to remove that from the calculations. 2,100, but bear in mind that's not all in the vacuum. So go to Kerbal altitude, right about here. What are we dealing with really? 47, 50? Really? Okay, 2,000. Alright, let's go down, bring the calculations all the way down here. Yeah, so give it another fucking couple of thousand, to be honest. Should do it easy peasy. So let's go to decouplers. Go a bit bigger this time. Damn, I'm using mismatched engine sizes. It's going to look a little bit awkward. It'll fly fine, but it'll look awkward as hell. Maybe I should use an engine plate. There we go. Engine plate, and then I can hide the vector inside. Like so. And then go to the shroud and say medium short. And then when I attach this down here... What? Shroud, medium. Am I thick? There we go, that's what I wanted. Okay, cool, that's neater, isn't it? Sweet. And then... Wait, does the engine shroud come with its own decoupler? I ask this every stream, don't I? The engine plate, sorry. I cannot remember. So decoupling, 18. Yeah, put that there. Okay, and then just put like a nice beefy launching engine. What about twin bore? What do you think? Yeah, give it a nice twin bore. That'll get it up, easy peasy. It's just a taxi. It's not going to take that much. Make sure it's got a nice... hang on. So engines, fuel tanks. Sort by advanced. Go to filter by cross-section, 1.5. Give me the... Oh, is it bigger than 1.5? 2? There we go. Ooh, really? Okay. Yeah, there we go. Ta-da! There we go. Sweet. And then check its center of mass. So let's go here. So note the yellow ball there. So that's its center of mass. So we want to try and put a reaction wheel, so a spinning torque wheel, as close to that as possible to maximize our control. Not that that will overtly matter in an atmosphere, but it's nice to have. Well, no, I've got gimbals. We'll be fine. Instead, let's focus on the aerodynamic profile. So let's go down here and give it a few little winglets. So where is it? So cargo, and then try to make sure that the little blue ball is just below the center of mass. But remember, the center of mass will start to creep up as the fuel is being burned. So probably there. Cool. So how are we doing? So checking 2000, 2000. Am I stats delta V sea level Kerbin? 4000. Yeah. Should be fine. Okay, so I've got my engineer aboard. Parachute, check. Heat shield, check. Yep, got my little maneuvering engine. Ah, I know I've forgotten. I have no monopropellant thrusters. Ha ha! That would have been silly. Okay. Let's switch over to... Yeah, it's going to be a bit awkward. Ah, it's fine. It'll be fine. Okay. Thank you, Just a Mechanic. Let's also make sure that the door, wherever it is not blocked, because they do need to get out to do their job. So, you know, sorry about the Mickey Mouse removal thing. We'll just put that there instead. Alright. That should be fine, I think. Yeah, I think that should be fine. So, vector, stand by. Oh, what's the weather doing outside? Looks like rain clouds coming. Rain in England? Say it ain't so. Ah, it does. So the engine plate does indeed have its own disconnecting. I forget that every single time, don't I? Okay. Engine burn. When that's finished, we disconnect and initiate this. Sweet. And then when that's finished, we disconnect this. Yeah, should be fine. So two-man taxi. Yeah. Two-man taxi to Kerbin near low orbit. Alright. Probably just give it a quick... So I've remembered power, I've got parachutes. I think we're all okay. Whoopsie. There we go. Make sure it's connected physically there. Alright. I think we're okay. So let's go for... I know I've forgotten something. Communications doesn't have a built-in one. Just in case it doesn't for whatever reason. Well, it's got a pilot, but just in case they're both out of it, for example, and I've got to steer the craft. Okay. Save. Check warnings. Yeah, we should be fine. So let's go. Oh, don't forget to refill the tank, which has altered my center of mass. Should be fine. Okay. Is the pink line straight? No, it will be slightly off, owing to the fact that the nose cone is a little bit misaligned. All right. No wheel? There's a reaction wheel near the top, but I'm hoping that the gimbals on the engines will keep me fine on the way up. Oh, it just started raining in the UK. Okay. Well, Finian, not to quibble on definitions, but surely the definition of being a professional is the fact that you focus on something as part of your living. And I wouldn't say that makes me any sort of professional when it comes to Kerbal Space Program. I'm an editor. By far the focus of my professional efforts are spent trying to be a good editor. Okay. Cool, we should be okay. Markin and map balls, are you good to go? This is what they can see. Alright. Yeah, so we should be fine. So I think we're okay. Check fuel, good. SAS enabled, RCS activated. Alright, lovely jubbly. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Good luck, and try not to die. Tone down the engine. Here we go. The rocket is launching off the pad. So, as mentioned, we need to get to 2,200 meters per second, moving sideways, so moving eastbound. That's the direction of travel, the direction of the rotation of this planet, to get a little bit of free energy, a little bit of free extra boost. We could go the opposite direction, but then we'd be fighting the rotation. Every little helps when it comes to, well, efficiency is everything in space. Okay, don't go too fast, too soon. Alright. There we go. Begin your gravity turn. Here we go. Make sure I switch over to orbital stats and not surface. This is not a plane. Here we go. So we're now turning eastbound over the ocean. Orbital stat. Yeah, I see them. Keep going. Push harder, push harder. We're actually higher in altitude than I expected. Whoa, got a bit of wobble. Keep going, keep going. Let's go, let's go. Turn this craft. Ease up. Ease fucking up. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Gonna go a little bit over 70k just to keep it safe and cut engine. There we go. So, we've launched ourselves up. Not the most efficient climb, frankly, but there we are. So 75 kilometers is the edge of the atmosphere in the game. Whoops. Try to keep the nose cone facing so we don't have too much drag. So the yellow item on my nav ball there is my prograde, which is my direction of travel. So I need to try and just use my WASD keys here to make sure that I'm over that marker as much as possible to so basically keep the profile, but minimize drag effectively, so we don't lose the speed. Here we go. So there's the space center. We're over the ocean. If something goes wrong, the craft will be the pod would be jettisoned, and the Kerbal noughts would fall back into the ocean and be retrieved by waiting ships, and the rest of the rocket would be self-destruct. A self-destruct would be initiated in order to protect anyone on the ground. Okay, stand by. We're 47 seconds from the apoapsis, the highest point of orbit. The closer we are to the apoapsis when we burn, the further we'll travel outwards. The most efficient the orbital burn will be. So I might as well start the burn a little bit just to turn the craft. So we do have to switch over to the vector, which is going to be not quite as powerful. It's still quite powerful, but not quite as. There we go. May as well just start a preliminary burn. We are 22 seconds from the apoapsis. Now, what I'm trying to do is something known as pushing the ap, which is where you're sort of as close to your apoapsis as possible, but you're trying to make it go out in front of you rather than behind you, and then you're subsequently falling. So here we go. So engine burn. Let's push this ap. Okay? Engine burn. Try to push the ap. With 5 seconds. We're riding the ap. So 6 seconds. 5. Still riding the app. Can you see? We're riding it. Now we're pushing it. Can you see? We're pushing the app. It's moving out in front of us. 8 seconds away from us. 10. Okay, cut engine. Creep towards it. Just ride that app. Here we go. Push it out. So 2,200 meters per second is our target. We're on 2,000 meters per second, so a little bit more. Let me just zoom out. You can see what I'm trying to achieve. Again, for those who are not familiar, watch the blue line. Watch the blue line, that's our trajectory. That's us falling into the atmosphere, but when we hit the magic number, just going to cut engine for the sake of efficiency. The blue line now goes around the planet. Warp here, check power, make sure we're not going to run out of it. We're fine, warp back to the craft. So I'm just going to... There we go. Eensy weensy little push with a few seconds. So I'm looking at these stats down here. That's how I can tell what I'm doing. So I'm looking at this and I'm looking at this, not this. Here we go. And there we go. So 78 kilometers on the app, so the highest point of orbit, and the newly appeared, periapsis over here is 74. So this is a stable orbit. Obviously, our atmosphere doesn't work quite like the computer game. There's no hard cutoff point, but there is in this, and that's 70. So here we are. We're in a stable orbit forever. The craft will stay here until I either increase or decrease its velocity. Now, let us find our target. Where is the Morales? The Morales is Xenon Scaffold. That's not you. Morales, there you are. Set as target. Hello, Morales. How are you today? Where are you exactly? The Morales is... So here we are. Who's that? There's something above us. Asteroid test. There's another... Oh, just below us. Hello. Space is busy up here, yo. Hi there, Zam. Hi there indeed. Hope you're okay, Zam. Okay, so the Morales is over there. So they've got a slight inclination difference, and they have a substantial orbital difference. So their app is all the way up to 228 kilometers. Ours is only 78. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the periapsis, put down a maneuver node, and then increase our speed. Note the dotted yellow line. This indicates our trajectory after this maneuver. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in underneath them, just a smidge. What sort of inclination difference are we talking about here? 1.7 degrees? Is that worth an inclination change? Maybe? It'd be fine. That would be substantial if we were orbiting at super high orbit. It'd be fine. It's fine. Okay. So, let's, so how long until this maneuver? So 1 minute and 30 seconds. So again, I apologize to repeat myself continually to those that have seen this stream a million times. So for those who are not familiar, what I'm doing is I'm increasing my speed by pointing the rocket forward. If I increase my speed by 96.1 meters per second, our orbit on the other side of Kerbin will increase up to 200 kilometers. They're at 228. The analogy that I'm continually making is to imagine two runners running on a track. One's on the inner track and one's on the outer. They're moving at the same speed. Eventually, the guy on the inner track will catch up. He's simply got less ground to cover. What I'm trying to do with this maneuver is basically move up onto a closer track. We're still beneath him. We're still moving, we're still able to we'll catch up with him eventually, the guy on the outer track. But I'm sort of shimmying from a lower track to an upper track. So here we go. And I'm just going to do a quick shimmy. Can I just reduce my thrust limiter down to about 20%? This will increase the burn time, but give me more control. Okay. Here we go. So that's the maneuver that I'm just performing here. So that's the velocity that I need to change in order to meet this calculated maneuver. There we go. There's the blue icon on my nav ball. And voila, confirm maneuver. Here we are. So our craft is now, our periapsis is unchanged, but over there on the apoapsis, the highest point of orbit, we're now up. I can't even see it. Is that us? No, it's here. We're on 201 kilometers above the surface of the planet. They're at 228 kilometers. So, all we have to do now is play the waiting game. Although, let me just make sure that my solar panels are pointing in the right direction before I play the waiting game. Hang on. Okay, so let's now zoom out, double-click on Kerbin itself, just so I don't get nauseous with the constant spinning. So note the arrows, so the orange and the purple arrows. These are the intersect positions of their craft relative to our craft as we orbit. So again, it's the track thing. We're on the inner track. Sooner or later, running at the exact same speed, we're basically going to catch up. Well, it's not strictly speaking true, but basically just as an analogy, we'll start to creep up on the runner. Here we go. So, how close? Intersect 2 is 70 kilometers away. Okay? Our first intersect is 200 kilometers away. So that's all we're doing. We're just sort of jogging along this track alongside him, and eventually we're going to approach him and fist bump. This is the exact same... 38 kilometers. There is our fist bump. Uh, 100 kilometers. Yeah, so we'll do a correction over here. Okay, there's our fist bump right there. So there they are. There we are. Sorry, there they are. There we are. So as I keep mentioning, this is exactly what the International Space Station does when they want to refuel. Well, get resupplies or whatever. The supply ship just goes on the inner track. They're relatively high. And they just come in underneath. Okay, so stand by. Let me just put down a maneuvering node. Target position. There's our position. Intersect here. Put down a maneuvering node. And then if I modify this, we should be able to see another intersect crop up. So over there. So that's a 6 kilometer intersect. Can I make that even better? 7. There's an inclination. Whoa! There's an inclination difference which is making it a bit awkward. 5 kilometers? Nope. Five. Oh, 5's fine. 5's nothing in space. We're practically shagging. Okay, there we go. So that's a 1 second burn in 6 minutes time. Right. Here we go. Look at all this debris. This playthrough has been busy. It's been fun. Yes, if you haven't played Kerbal Space Program, I strongly recommend. It's a very hard recommend. Again, it will look really intimidating, but trust me, you will get this. You won't be dropped in here. This is mid-game, what I'm doing right. Well, the whole maneuvering and docking thing is mid-game, really. Like, your first orbit will be your... well, your first flight will be your first task. Okay. Here we go. Whoops. Hang on. Okay, there we go. So what's our intersect? 7.3 kilometers. Good enough. So all we do now is wait. So maneuver's done. Let's warp to... How close is that intersect? 11 kilometers. Fine. So here we go. So we are now very close to them. We're pretty much on the track that's right next to them. And that means that when they get to this point here, we're going to match velocities and simply fly towards them. Where are they? So what will be the speed difference? Oh, you've got so much delta V. Holy shit. Dude, it's easy peasy. In fact, we might even be able to transfer some fuel over to them. Okay. Where are they? Sorry, still a few more seconds. Let me just zoom over here. Warp here. Quick save. In case I cock it up. Which I might, because I suck. Right. I don't know what that is, living proof, sorry. Okay, so they're out. Yeah, they're over there. No, sorry, they're just below us. They're over there, aren't they? Okay, so they're closer to Kerbin. So here we are. We're at the closest point. So now I'm going to... There they are. Hello. Slow down. So we are moving a little bit too fast. So I'm just burning 70 delta V in this direction. Cut. There we go. Sweet. So we're now moving at pretty much the same speed, and now it's simply a case of point straight at the target and fly. Here we go. So let's burn. Oops, try to get it on target if at all possible. Let's go to about... Well, we've got loads of delta V to spare, frankly. Let's go. We'll have to trade engines momentarily to the eensy-weensy one. There we go. So we're now hurtling towards them at, what is it, 101 meters per second. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a lovely day today. Over here, work continues, editing continues, it's going fine, just a bit slow I'm afraid. I need to go for a jog today, and I think Lulu's dog walker is unavailable, so it's going to be a bit of a busy day. Got to squidge in her afternoon walk and go for a run as well. Okay. Now we spin the craft. Am I enjoying it? To me or Zam? Yeah, I think it's going well. I just really hope the video turns out well. Okay, hang on. There they are. Hello! We see the Morales. Currently unmanned. It is an unmanned probe on its way to Eve. Hopefully, if I can do this right. So there's a chance that this may fail. Frankly, here we go. Initiate burn. This may well fail. Stand by. Trade engine now. Thank you. Stand by. Sorry, just trying to... Yeah, cancel out all the momentum. Sorry, there's a chance that this may fail because I might discover that the radial mount that I've placed on this vessel cannot be fixed in post, in which case a new launch would be required. An expensive mistake. A very expensive mistake. Both of these vessels are absurdly expensive. So, I rather hope that the incorrect mounting of a single decoupler doesn't scupper this whole mission. Okay. The repair team has arrived. I didn't check in the VAB. I didn't notice it in the VAB. It was it's a complicated craft, and one slight misalignment of one single part meant that potentially, we'll see. Fingers crossed, eh? Let's stay positive. Alright, I'm going to quick save it. Now then, we're looking for one specific attachment point. We don't strictly speaking need it, but I may as well go for it. So stand by. Slow us down if you please. Reduce our speed all the way down if you please. There we go. Switching over to the Morales. Hello, Morales. Could you please present your... Ah, there you are. Wonderful. Control from here. It's facing us. What good fortune. Okay, so I'd like to target that, if you please. Now here's the question. Is the Morales going to start wobbling out of control in a minute? If it does, then oh god. Okay, so that's my target. It's a grappler arm. Frustratingly, I do not seem to have the ability to click it yet. I don't know why. Normally it does give me the option. Stand by. RCS enabled. Hello, RCS. Good day to you. For those not familiar, RCS is monopropellant. It's a much simpler form of propulsion involving exposing a chemical to a catalyst to generate lots of hot gas. Very unhelpful in a laboratory, but in space very useful because the hot gas can be used to push you in little small amounts. Therefore, it's very useful for thrust. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The Kraken is here, everybody. Our ship is wobbling in such a way that might cause it to malfunction. Stand by. Initiating RCS. Reduce speed. 1.3 meters per second. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The Kraken has arrived. Stand by. Turn the craft here. Okay, I'm going to make an emergency call. Stand by. Disconnect the grappler. Release. Release, release, release. Initiate SAS. Initiate SAS. Hold. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, we can recover. Can we recover? Do I have control? I have limited control. Stand by. They're all probes. Well, apart from this one that I'm driving. You stay. Don't go anywhere. Okay, what are you doing? Are you on automated? What are you doing? You're too heavy. That's your trouble. I do have control. Where from, though? Oh, I see. My mistake. Control from here. Stop. Okay. Don't clobber that. Don't clobber that. This could be tough, actually. That's going to drift away. Okay, hold on. Let me just check. So, you have no mono. You do have mono. So, you... Okay, you stay. You can... Yeah, we'll recover that in a second. Let's just focus on getting this thing docked, eh? Okay. Right. So, you just dock with this. That's your only focus right now. We'll deal with that in a minute. They're not going to travel too far from each other, so we should be okay. Right, here we go. Target. Forward, please. There we go. Are you not the target? Why can't I select you as the target? There we go. Target Evelyn Probe. I see. My mistake. Right, there we go. Forward, please. Towards the target. We'll just dock this one first, and then we'll worry about the other one in a minute. Here we go. So then turn and bring you round. Steady, please. Control from here. So the nav ball will now respect. So pretend that this is the front of the craft. Okay? And then I want you to target that taxi there. Okay. Keep turning, keep turning. Other way, if you please. What is it doing? It's so heavy, that's the trouble. Okay, just stop. Stop what you're doing. Stay. Stay. I'll do the rest. Stand by. Stand by. Nice and gentle. Here we go. So note the yellow marker on my nav ball. I'm trying to drag it over the purple marker, which I think is the grappling hook. And keep it there. Careful, careful. Damn it. Point your prograde, point your prograde. There we go. Now forward. No, it's not. So why can I not target this? Very peculiar. For some reason, it's just trying to bump it. I don't know why. I'm just going to try and eyeball it, I think. I don't have instrumentation. Eyeballed. We're okay. Cut RCS. What is going on with that wobble? Is it not even properly attached? It's very strange. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's why I couldn't target it, because it's not properly attached to the vessel. Very strange. Maybe I can fix that then, quickly. I'm not going to quick save it in case this cocks up horrendously. So stand by. Yeah, hold on. Matballs, could you EVA? Here we go. In fact, sorry, before we do anything, this vessel before it drifts off. Control from here. Let's see if I can fix the problem, and then we'll bring it in. Yeah, just focus on fixing the problem. Okay, hang on. So, can you reattach the... Oh, God. Hang on. So, is it going to explosively bolt? It will, and I can't modify it. Okay, so... God, this is going to be bad, everybody. So this part is about to be unpowered, okay? We know that. And it's got the grappling hooks on it. So I need Marken. Could you shimmy a grappling hook over here? So Marken, quickly, I want you to use your tool. There we go. Pick up that grappling hook, because you're an engineer, which lets you modify things in spec. And then I want you to move it. Damn, you're not close enough. Move it there for now, okay? Move this solar panel. Why am I moving solar panels? Okay. I want you to let go. Gently. I want you to drift this way. Then I want you to move this here. So that we are physically attached to something a little bit more sturdy. Well done. Right, then I want you to switch off your repairs. Okay, could you also then grab one of the ladders that I remember to bring, place it there. Okay? And can you reach the other one? The other one will be handy. Get your thruster back enabled. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Grab it. Okay. You can. Well done. Okay. Indeed, it may not work, the Etienne. The game engine simply may not allow me. Not for weight reasons, but for lack of nodes reasons. We'll see. Right, grab and just hold. Yeah, so hold on to it and wait. Don't be a George Clooney. Just hold on to it. Your velocity is cancelled out, or rather, you share the velocity of what you're holding on to. Thank you, Night Spawn. Thank you very much, Night Spawn. Right, so stay where you are. Then I want the pilot. Now I will quick save, actually, because I think I can do it. Oh, no, I can't. There's a Kerbal on... Okay, fuck it. I'm just going to have to wing it. Here we go. Disconnect. Right. There's map balls over there. Okay, marking. I now want you to target this. Okay, there we go. Target. Why can't you target that? I don't get it. Normally it says target specific docking whatever. Okay, you might just have to eyeball it again. There we go. So using RCS thrusters. Give me E and C. Whoopsie, that's backwards. I want the other backwards. Okay. So we're gonna explosively jettison this. It's gonna go straight off. Which is why I'm moving this, because this thing is gonna go fucking flying. And I don't want our engineers to be attached to it going, ooh! It's not a docking node, it's a grappling hook? Yeah, I guess. Is my fucking nav ball on backwards? Hang on. Thank you, Fox. Thank you very much, Fox. Thank you for doing that, Fox. Give me retrograde for a second. Oh my god. You know what? Just do it gently. This has been the most cockeyed operation. Fuck. There we go. Don't squash poor map balls, please. What did I just say? Fuck. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't think the RCS thruster is on the angle of what's causing the problem. The problem is my inability to properly target it on the nav ball. Otherwise, I'd just drive towards the yellow, the pink marker. Maybe I'm just thick. There we go. Go on. Forward. There we go. Right, switch off RCS. How are we doing on the RCS anyway? Yeah, I got a little bit left actually, not a huge amount. Right, here we go. So, now, where's our friend? He's currently... Uh-oh, has he gone too far from us? 400. No, he's still close enough. We're fine. Okay, so, moment of truth, everybody. Before this moment of truth, I'm going to save it in case the moment of truth cocks up horrendously, explosively, sending debris into Mac balls. As moments of truth tend to do. Board. Right. Save. Here we go. So, Mac balls, I want you to EVA. I want you to move the ladder to be as close to the engine plate as you can. Nope. We can't because that's an inflatable heat shield. Fine, just pop it on the bottom of the here and here. There we go. Well done. Good man. Do I think Matthew McConaughey might help? Under the situation, probably not, because the craft spinning would not be very helpful. Thank you, Damray. Okay, right, there we go. Moment of truth, everybody. So, the question is, will this be green when I jettison this? If the answer is no, or this, sorry, we're screwed. So for those not sure what's happened, I've mounted this upside down. So this is meant to be here, and this is meant to be here. So when I jettison this, if this flies off and we can't pull it off, we're doomed. Before I do that, can I just transfer any remaining fuel? Even the dregs would be very useful. We probably don't have the space for it, to be honest. No, we don't have the space. Oh, we'll take it. It's free fuel. It's going. Wait, it's not even in there. Oh, okay. Oh, is it in the engine? No, wait, what? Weird. Oh, never mind, let's just do it. Oh, okay, here we can do it. We can do it, we can do it. Here we go. Right, so, detach, not the decoupler, undock. Here we go. Right, grab it. Can you grab it? Okay, green, that's a good sign. Okay, now can we attach it? Cannot detach Clampatron Port Senior due to part attachments. Ah! No! Can I fix it somehow? So it's attached there. There's no other point of detachment? Is there any way that I can, like, finesse it? I don't think there is. So... What if I pull that off? Just let it float? So only the green things are small enough to be moved. Maybe pull it apart from the other end? Can I? Let go. No, it's massive. I mean, look at it. This huge rocket thing. Matballs is never going to be able to disassemble the whole thing, see? None of it's green. It's only the little small green things. Crash the part which connects to the rest of the ship. No, I think with that's such an expensive error. And here's the problem: the error is not on the pushing part. The error is on the probe, the most expensive bit. Oh, it sucks. That genuinely sucks. Okay. Well, the pushy probe is here, right? So we don't need to send that up again. But we need to send a replacement probe. Thank you, Sabajav. Just attach a grabbing unit to the nose of the pushing stage. Oh, fuck, that would suck so much dick. That would... I mean, we might have to. Can I? Like... Oh, no! No! Oh, no! Oh, that would be awful. That's so inefficient. But what choice do I have? Oh, I hate it. Okay. It was going to be beautiful. His whole thing was going to be beautiful, everybody. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Okay. So, sorry, for those who are watching not sure what I'm whinging about, effectively this smooth, beautiful Clampatron Senior was meant to attach to a... Sorry. Yeah, this was meant to attach to another smooth and beautiful Clampatron Senior, and this whole thing was going to efficiently push its way to Eve. Instead, I've basically got to use a device which is the space equivalent of some duct tape to awkwardly shimmy, with the whole thing wiggling continually, all of this mass to Eve. Why not just bring up another docking port? Would that work? If they wait here? Just the Clampatron Senior and nothing else? Maybe? Maybe? I mean, it's worth a try. What do you think? You can just strut it up, it won't wobble. Can I re-strut in space? Is that a thing? Oh, it is. How cool. Oh, really? Oh, really? I've never tried that before. I could do that, maybe. We give that a go. So there we go. So this is the horror show that I've had to... Look at this. Look at this. But then, how is that meant to detach when I deploy the inflatable heat shield? Because the idea is that the Clampatron was meant to smoothly... Well, it was meant to jettison. I'd be like... Pew. Oh, sorry, I remember the error. It's because I put that physically upside down, didn't I? Yeah. Maybe then. Hang on to that. Don't let that get away. Don't let that get away. No. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Don't lose you. Fuck. Uh-oh. Dude, stop fucking with your laser. Dude. Oh, no. Oh, this is not good. Hang on. You're going to have to bring both of those back. Hang on. I need... Dude, we need these. What is he doing? His controls are frozen up. I can't seem to steer him. There we go. You're not out of mono. What are you doing? There we go. Ah, fuck. Oh, I might load it. I need those. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna save scum. I really need those. So the problem with the Clampatron idea is that I can't detach the Clampatron from the other side. You know? When I deploy the inflatable heat shield for its entry on Eve. Okay. So, let me put the music back on for you. Let's try sending up another Clampatron Senior that is not physically attached to the rest of the rocket. At least that's cheaper, right? We should be able to do an easy peasy launch. It will cost me very little. Hang on. Thank you, Huib. Thank you very much, Huib. But don't I have a decoupler? Yes, which is exactly what why I was making such a big deal and being like, no, I need that, because I need that, you know? So hang on, let me just get Matballs out there. So I move it here. Right. So, we'll detach again. Keep that as well, because that could prove useful to me. Put that there for the minute. Right. Okay, so this is all empty. Also, that music's too quiet. One minute. Right. Okay, so let's just attach it. So which part? So don't, not the, leave the, words even. Leave the decoupler where it is. Right. So let's detach. Here we go. So undock. So here's the problem. So this was meant to undock from this side, not this side, okay? So now don't touch it. Now just leave it the fuck alone. Oh, I get it. No, you're right. That will work. Okay. Wait. The grabbing arm can now act as the Clampatron Senior, and the struts should keep it stable. It will look like absolute shit, but it should work. No, okay. Yes, okay. Hold on. Okay. You get back aboard. No, we're in business. We can do this. We're in business. You stay. Okay. Well, no, I need to clear out the... Fuck it. Just stop the other thing from drifting away. Get in, dingus. No, I see what you're saying. Okay, hang on. SAS enabled. Stand by. How's the mono? Mono's fine. Where are we? Orbit. No, give me target. Target, damn it. Okay. Careful. Mono off. Just talk. Turn me. Stop the other booster from floating away. No, I need it to float. Oh, sorry, this thing. You're talking about this thing. Yeah. Stand by. Right, just start bringing it in preparation for the docking. Okay, the mission is still a go. Oh, wait, cool. I've actually got... yeah, give me automated... It's a very advanced probe that I've got on this thing. It can automate the nav markers. Alright, here we go. Gently, and I do mean fucking gently. Initiate your mono. Give me a very steady burn. Forward burn. Here we go. So try to cancel out your 3 meters per second velocity difference. And give me a down burn as well. Other way. How much mono do we have here? 145 out of 200. Do we need an engine burn? Maybe, actually. Sorry, pardon me. Oh, bloody hell. Give me teensy weensy. Teensy weensy now. Careful. Trouble is, this thing is so heavy. Oh, sorry, you can't hear the music? Hang on. Oh, fuck. Yeah, mono's never going to cut it. That's the trouble. Switch off auto. So we are drifting towards it steady. So I don't want to go above it because we've got to slow down, obviously. Okay, so now switch back over here. So it's clear. Okay, so now, mat balls, EVA now. Right, now what I want you to do is I want you to grab one of those grapplers and have it pretend to be a Clampatron Senior. And this is all a question of whether or not the struts will let me. There we go. It's on. Right. Now, this vessel, get aboard. Your orders are to treat this, control from this surface. There we go, control from here. SAS enabled. Target the other vessel and start turning your torque wheels. Target the other vessel. Vessel targeted. Okay, the probe is not advanced enough. I'm going to have to do it manually. Start turning. Slow and steady. Fuck, where is it? Both craft are just so heavy. We're turning. Not quite the right way. Which is the right way? That's not it. There we go. It's W. Turn it. Steady. It's closing, but it's obviously horrendously misaligned. We do have a little bit of monopropellant, but not much. Here we go. Arm it. Hold. As still as you can. One hell of a drift. Okay, switch back. Okay. How am I going to do this? Fuck. Okay, so can I bring this up? I mean, just on mono? Our mono's ticking down so fast. It's too heavy to maneuver. I think the answer might be no. Go. Gently, keep bringing the prograde up. There we go. So note the yellow marker. I'm trying to get that over the purple marker, but without going above. Basically, yeah, I don't want to be traveling too fast here. Keep creeping closer. 763 meters and closing. Because all the momentum that we've got forward here, we've got to slow down. Am I targeting the wrong craft? I think you're right. Debris, two-man taxi. Whoops! Thank you. I was flying towards the debris. Okay. Shit. Turn it, turn it, turn it. Save the mono. Gently. There we go. Good. Right, point towards the target. Leave that running auto. Taking over control here. To try to keep it. Which way? Not that way. Yep, up. Good. It's turning around to come towards us. So, it's got to be perfect. That's the trouble. The lineup has got to be flawless. And I don't think I can make flawless. Okay, for this reason, I'm going to disconnect these buggers. Let them float nearby. They've got enough mono and they're just going to screw up the... yeah, you guys just jettison. Let ground control handle this. SAS enabled. Let ground control do this. Here we go. Control from here. Make sure this is my target. There we go. Come on. I ordered you. Face the target. There you are. Evelyn probe. Not the two-man taxi. The Evelyn probe. 500 meters and closing. We've got to cancel out this velocity. It's got to be flawless. God damn. Stand by. What's the problem? Oh God. Is there no reaction wheel mounted? Oh no. There is no reaction wheel mounted or RCS. It was all the taxi doing it. Why would I have put a reaction wheel upon this vessel? It's just a probe to get pushed. Whoops! I think I'm my own worst enemy in this game, frankly. If there's ever a villain, it's past me. Okay. Ah, sunrise. Shit, we've got so little mono. We're never going to be able to cancel out this. Oh, I think we're screwed. It's just too heavy. That's the reality of it. It's just so heavy. I just don't have the mono. I know what I'm doing, but I just don't have the mono. Is there no torque wheel at all? Not one. No. Fuck. Fuck me. Go. You got 10 mono propellant remaining. So I'm going to use all of my brain power for this. I can't narrate. Stand by. Fuck. Fuck. Wrong button. They got 6 mono and then they're out. I need them to attach. Five mono. And it's spinning because it has no torque wheel. Ah. Alright. 4 mono. Punch it. No. No. Just attach, you bastard. There. Okay, it's got a torque wheel. Fuck, it's skidding away. Yeah. Fuck, it's just so heavy. That's the trouble. Alright. Bring it around. Let's go. Bring it around. At least, so they've both got torque wheels at least, but it means I can't do it with mono anymore. Or only this guy's mono. And he's only got 74 mono. Okay, bring me pro grade. It's going to have to be absolutely flawless. Thank you, Flare Runes. Hi there, Flare. Wait a minute. What are they? Really? Really? Am I trolling myself? Did Past Me troll myself? Past Me put Clampatron Seniors on the bottom of the tug. For this exact reason. Fucking hell. So we've been wasting our time. Well, can they even be detached? Is Past Me stupid? Oh, fuck me. Okay, hang on. Cancel out that 3 meters per second velocity. God, I feel like I'm hurting myself in my confusion. I feel like I'm a Pokemon. Right, 0. Okay, now turn to face the target. Okay, so... Mat balls, EVA, can you remove them? Is Past Me a genius who is trolling? Or is Past Me also just thick and I shouldn't listen to him? Yeah, well done. Why am I having such trouble controlling him? Oh, is Sasson on? Whoops. Stand by. Fly down here. Can you remove them with your laser? Because if you can't, then Past Me is thick. Stand by. Did I go green? Will you go green? Are you going to go green? You... Oh my god! Oh god! This whole hour of me going, duh, how am I going to fix this problem? Past me already fixed the problem and placed spares, but left no notes to explain that to future me, current me. There are literally spares just waiting for me on the underside of the vessel that I would have noticed had I paid a bit more attention. So this whole grappling hook thing has been a huge waste of time. It attaches floor. Oh god. Oh no. Damn. Yes. He realizes what he's just done. Okay, hang on. I'm going to quick load it because that changes the equation quite a lot. Hang on. Where were we when we... I'm legit getting a headache. Hang on. Just having some water. Okay. What were we doing? It's still attached. Okay. So this is before we jettisoned. And our probe is still over here. Let's try and get in there early and stop it from floating so fast and so far. So that, yeah. Because we really don't have the mono to spare. So, please go yeah. Retrograde. Thank you, Graphinator. Thank you very much, Graphinator. Okay. Is it flawless? Gently push. So yeah, don't drift too far. Okay, stop. Don't move. You just stay there. Okay, so if I disconnect now... Frankly, I should just disconnect now. I don't care about that grappler anymore because we have spare Clampotron Seniors. Okay, so just undock. Right. So that thing is now undocking. And trouble is, it's going to take a little bit of time before it creeps away. Can we try and encourage it? Okay, and now all we need to do is drift that thing closer. So here we go. So start drifting. Turn to target. Make sure the target is two-man taxi, not the debris. Target. I'll probably leave it with one grappler. Here we go. So, nice and gentle. Very gentle. In fact, can I get... Try and do some of it with mono. Here we go. So monopropellant is on 150 out of 200. Not too fast. Okay. This is Solar Fields. I believe it's their Friday album. Something Friday? It's good. I like Solar Fields. Yes, it probably would be a good idea to retract the solar panels. Did I put it on an action group? I can't remember. Oh no, wait, they're not ones that retract. Darn, alright. If we lose them, is that going to be an issue though? Monopropellant is still okay, keep creeping forward. There we go. Hi there, SWAT. I hope you're very well, SWAT. Okay, right. Don't fucking touch it. Just let it drift. Okay. Leave it. Then, switch over. Now, it's clear. Hi there, SWAT. SWAT Knight, this entire stream has basically been me torturing myself. Oh my god. Okay, hang on a second. So can I control it from... Can I find the control surface in here? I think I can. No, wait, don't you dare deploy. Fuck. I don't want to control it from there. Can I find it? That's the battery. Experimental storage unit. Where is the control surface? The probe. Physically, the probe itself. I think it's underneath the Clampotron docking port, isn't it? I can't reach it. Okay. Start turning. We might just have to try and eyeball it. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. Okay. Fuck. No, I know what to do. We just need to creep that marker. Hang on. Every single little drop of monopropellant will count now. Fuck. A bindfish? None of that really matters right now, I'm afraid. Sorry. Bear with me. The problem isn't lack of power. The problem is making sure that these two craft are able to dock. Stand by. Right, turn it round. It's a very delicate operation. Get them close enough. And then what I need to do is I need Matballs to grab one of those juniors, slap it on the bottom of there, switch the control over to that, and then I'll be able to turn it effectively. The mono? Oh, sorry, you can't see it? I'm on 86 out of 200 mono. So that means it's a little bit loud. Just going to turn it down. Okay, keep going. Come on, retrograde, spin it. 350, okay. Okay, at least we can spin this. At least this one has a torque wheel that's beefy. Okay. So here we go. So which way is it creeping? Stand by. So note the relation between the pink and the yellow marker. Yellow being my direction, the opposite of my direction of travel, and the pink marker being the target. Are they moving closer or further away? So I think that means I need to just burn over here. No, it's the opposite way. So I know, yep, hold on. Because they're parting, I need to do a slight retrograde burn to make sure that I'm moving in the right direction. Yeah, this way. They're parting. Here we go. So just hold on. I do have a plan, fear not. I will quick save now, actually. I think yeah. So 250 meters, closing. 200 meters. Okay, give me a teeny weeny burn. Correct my direction of travel. Careful, slow. Here we go. Just push this retrograde marker. So the opposite. Yeah, well, this is effectively my direction of travel. Push it over the target. You see? There we go. So we're moving at 1 meters per second, faster than the target. Okay, full on retrograde. We're 186 meters away. Now I need to get close enough so that Matballs can grab this part. He can't carry it with him, that's the trouble. He's got to be fast as well, so let's get him out and get ready to do it. So EVA, Matballs. Let's go. He's EVAing, his SAS is enabled. I'll switch on his RCS any second. I wish this was further away. It's going to complicate things a little bit. Can we start turning the vessel a little bit? We can. Certainly nothing saying that we can't. Why is that wobbling? Come on. Because I'm controlling from here, that's the problem. No. Come on. I want to go this way, I think. Yep. Are we winning? Nope. There we go. Right. Stop. Here we go. So can you make the distance? 100 meters. Point retrograde. Full retrograde, if you please. It's going to have to be so delicate. We've only got 86 mono. Okay. 104 meters. Stand by. There's a wobble from the grapple, but it's the only torque wheel we have. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop wobbling. Why are you turning? I don't get it. Other way. Okay. Do you reckon Matballs can do it? Fuck, why is it turning? I'm not doing anything. Is this clang? Switch off your SAS entirely. No, I need your SAS on. Wait, hold on. That was Matballs I just controlled. Weird. Okay, hold on. Right. 67 meters. You're gonna have to do it, Matballs. Okay, here we go. So my plan will be clear any second now. You'll probably go, oh, the moment you see Matballs do it. Just creep a little bit closer. So we get to 0. Oh, look at that. Fast-moving debris. Okay, so we get as close as we can. Look, is that the same piece of debris? Holy shit, it's moving fast. Right, here we go. 44 meters. That's enough. Reduce speed to 0. Stand by. Stop. Okay, now, Matballs, your show. Let go. RCS, SAS enabled. Go, 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 go. He cannot grab that because it's physically attached, but he can grab these. That's why they're here. So I want you to grab it. Good luck. Here he goes. Not close enough? Here he goes. Let's go, mate. Let's go. Let's go. You got it. You got it. You got it. So which way's up? Hang on. Is it clear? Come on. Let me attach. Oh god. Oh god, why is it so off? Dude, why is it so off? It's crazy off. There. There. Is that on the right way? Test it. Does it come off? So do we need it to be able to undock? Okay, it's the wrong way around, I think. Fuck. Slow. Okay, so I think that's correct. I think. Okay. Quick. Got seconds. Board. I think that's correct. Okay. Now, you... So stand by. Now we go to this craft. Control from here. Control from here. Here we go. My nav ball has control. SAS is enabled. This is now your target. Target the Morales and then target... There we go. The docking port. Wonderful. Okay. Now I have full control. Now gradually start turning round. Here we go. Try to kick that out of the way if possible. Here we go. Right. Can these two parts dock with the monopropellant we have remaining? If they can, the mission's a go. If they cannot, well. Rip panels? Do you reckon they're all going to get ripped off? We might need them. Actually, there are nerves. Wonder if we can move them out of the way if there's time. Okay, now, control from here. We should already be controlling from here. And that is now your target. There we go. Turn to face the target. There. That is now your target. Turn to face the target. I have to do it manually, I'm afraid. But at least now I've got it on the nav ball. See? Retract the panels. I believe these ones are not capable of retracting. Okay. Hold. Okay. Come on. Don't wiggle, just hold it. Want to save before doing the docking? I will. And let's have map balls, because you've made me worry now about the solars. He's going to kick it and make it wobble when he jets. Yeah. Can I retract these, or at least move them further back out of the way for a second? Maybe. Let's have a look. Yes. Just move them quickly. Oh. Oh. We'll fix that in a second. Don't worry, I know it looks horrendous. Let's just get it functional. Shit. He's kicked it quite significantly. Oh, shit. Right, quick. Right. Stop that motion. 1.1. 1.1. Oh no. Okay, quickly. Give me... Oh. Okay, retrograde. Come on. So 1.1 meters per second movement difference between the target and the craft. Here we go. Make it 0. There we go, 0. Okay. Now, target. There we are. Turn to face the target and hold it steady, and then we very slowly drift in. The lineup needs to be pretty much flawless. Should be fine though. With Clampotron Seniors, I've got a lot of leeway, much more so than I had with the grappling. Okay. Let's get it over the dot. Thank you, Derry. Thank you very much, Derry. Hold. You. I don't have such control. Okay. Stand by. Okay, we're in alignment. Let's do it. Forward. Gently. Okay. Come on. RCS enabled. Drifting. Okay, 6.6. And I do mean gently. We have 85 monopropellant left. We should be okay. Give me a little bit more. Let's go. Forward. 81 monopropellant remaining. Okay. Right, 56.2, we're closing. I really hope this works. Okay. Right. Keep creeping in, speed up just a little bit. Watch for the misalignment. We got a misalignment, stand by. There we go. 40 meters and closing. All right. So for those just joining the stream, this rear section is going to function as a tug that's going to push this probe to Eve, which is basically Venus. The reason that probe is so gargantuan is that it's not only to land, but try to leave. A very difficult challenge considering the intense gravity and atmosphere of Venus. So, it needs all that rocket power just to lift a teeny weeny little parcel off the nose cone has a tiny package. And then eventually this tug here has the probe that's going to carry the package back. So this tug should remain in orbit, waiting for, the probe at least, waiting for the arrival. Okay. Stand by, checking misalignment. We're on 77 monopropellant, we're fine. When will I try the mission to Eve? Well, the time is 35 minutes past 1, so there's probably not enough time today, this morning. This afternoon even. But if I can just get to this stage, I'll be happy. When's the next I'll check the next transfer window to Eve. There we go, we're closing. Should be fine. Let's see if they click together smoothly. There's a misalignment. Stand by. Whoop. Got a bump. We got a bump. Whoa. Fuck. That's not good. There should have been adhesion there. Stand by. Where's my... There it is. Moving forward. Hey! Okay. Oh, fuck a duck. Fuck a duck, everybody. The tug has attached to the Eve probe. Woo! Now. Okay. So this thing, they look happy about it. So the engineers can go home shortly. I'll send them down to the surface once everything is sorted here. Obviously, we've got a bit of a mess that we need to clean up. So, I'll put some struts to make sure that the attachment is proper. But here's what I'm just trying to remember what I was thinking. So this is clearly the bit that lands. All the parachutes, so all of this has to land intact. So this job of this craft here is to push the whole damn array over to Eve and then down again. So my next question is, was I planning to aerobrake? The heat shield there would suggest yes was the answer. So if I were to detach that and aerobrake down to the surface, my next question is, so what was that meant to do then? Was this meant to detach? Because this is clearly meant to enter Eve's orbit as well and wait for the return sample, isn't it? This teeny weeny thing here that I've attached. But how was I meant to make that survive, the aerobrake procedure? Did I put a Clampotron Junior somewhere here? Yeah, that's what I thought, Zovi. So if this were, for example, detached and meant to just fall into the atmosphere of Eve and explode, what was this meant to do? I guess it's meant to detach ahead of time and use the Xenon engine with its whopping Delta V and teeny weeny mass. I guess that's the plan. The reason I'm asking this question now is, while the engineers are here, do they need to move the docking port somewhere, you know? To, like, move it here behind the inflatable heat shield. Okay. The little thing is to grab the probe from Eve in orbit and push it back to Earth. Indeed. Okay. Maybe it was supposed to just make its way on its own. Yeah, I do have a clamp, so maybe the engineers should shimmy this over here so we can always clamp it on. Yeah, I know it's the return tug, Conqueror. Again, my point is, what was my plan to get down to Eve's orbit? Was an aerobrake? Okay. So, what I'll do then is just have the engine... So, quick save it now. Let's try and sort some stuff out. So, Merbles, would you... Matballs, rather, would you please... Well, we have the grappling hook there, don't we? So it should be fine. So... Before you leave, don't forget to move the grappling hook somewhere a little bit, I don't know, like there or something. A bit more centrally aligned. Okay. Well, it can kind of live there, can't it? Will it be behind the protective cushion of the air of the thing, though? I don't know. Okay, well, while we're here... Look, what, can I restrut? I've never tried it. Let's have a go. So just grab the... Oh, you move it, hang on. Grab the... ladder there, stick it there. Woo! You're flying through the engine. There we go. What are you doing? Okay, grab that. So using his engineering tool, can we indeed restrut? Is that a thing that's possible? Oh, wow! How cool is that? Oh, wait. Might be really awkward, actually. Yeah. It's going to be pretty awkward. Alright. Just to try and give it a bit of stability, you know? Anyway, hope everyone's having a nice day today. It's quite cold in here all of a sudden. I'm going to go get my my bathrobe on in a minute. Editing is going to continue in a minute. Going to get some lunch. No, I need to go for a run. Need to probably do a run. Actually, I don't have a huge amount of time today. The stream has gone over by quite a considerable amount. Okay, so the grapple arm. Don't forget that. So yeah, is there anything else? Oh, the solar panels, obviously. The travesty that is the solar panels. If I don't fix that, chat will never forgive me. Okay. Shit, I'm sorry to hear it, Polisa. All the best to your mum. I hope she makes a very swift recovery. There we go. I'll grab that. Yeah, I might start wearing my mask again. Frankly. Better safe than sorry. Right, there we go. As in COVID mask, you know. Right. Honestly, I don't think there's any way I could do this to make chat happy. Does look pretty goofy though. Okay. Right. I think we're good, frankly. Yeah, so just try to move the grappler into a bit more of a tucked-in state, perhaps, before we depart. Hang on. All right. So where can I pop it though? That's the trouble. Yeah, it'll still need those winglets, so I was gonna touch those, but leave them the fuck alone. So where can we sort of squidge the grappler? I feel we really can't. That's the trouble. Is there really no docking, Clampetron docking junior? Guess not. Okay. I guess it's just gonna have to live there. Well, live on the grappling hook. So sorry. If I'm arriving at Eve here, I'm gonna make this cushion expand, and I just wondered if there's a place where we could tuck that probe behind the cushion to protect it from the ravages of Eve's holy shit that is its atmosphere. Well, what about there? Can it live there? Indeed, Nadcat, but I'm not talking about landing. I'm talking about aero braking. Can it not fit in the nose cone? No. Well, maybe. Okay. I hope it's going to be okay. I hope it'll be fine where if we put it there, especially if we pack it side on. No, that's stupid. That's dumb. Let's don't just hope. Let's get it done. Right, you disconnect. Get in there in a second. Hold on to that. Right, let's get these people home. Then I need to end the stream. Hang on. So, Markin, could you disconnect? Quick save. Release. There we go. Right. Disarm the grapple. And then, Matballs, can you move it? Like, tuck it in. Please. Like, here. What the hell? What the hell? What on earth? Do what, sorry? Oh. I can't. Okay, fine.
Why you say blue? Because my hands are cold. Yeah. My hands are a bit chilly, so she's like, woof. I love you. I love you. You're a good gal. She's looking at me. Yeah. Right. Sorry, what the fuck is going on with the grappler? Right. Yes, don't you make a fuss, young lady. There we go. Squidge it tight. There we go. Okay, so your ride is leaving, Matt Bull, so I strongly suggest you get aboard. So there we go. That's our Eve probe, which hopefully should bring samples back from Eve, maybe. Let's get these, let's get our intrepid engineer and pilot back home, shall we? Okay. We're good. So here we go. So simple as then, again, speaking to those who aren't familiar with rocketry in general, you travel faster, your altitude goes up, ergo you travel slower, you fall. So all we have to do is turn the rocket away from its direction of travel and hit that button, the engine, we reduce our speed, and then we come crashing down. Let's go for... yeah, just go for a nice splashdown somewhere. No, we'll be fine. Maybe wait until we're on the daylight side of it. Lulu, what are you doing, you bizarre animal? That is not graceful or ladylike at all. Hmm? Dogs are nutcases, they really are. Right. So, let me just warp here. Whee! Yeah, she's happy. She's a happy girl. She saw a dog in the park that she's very fond of. And she was pulling, like, that way, Dad. Let's go play with that dog. I like that dog. That dog didn't see her, unfortunately, though. Right, here we go. So all we have to do is come down below 70 kilometers and we'll start falling. Initiate burn. There we go. 47 kilometers. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Looks like a splashdown. Speed up time. Alright. Yeah, fuck it. We may as well go hard burn for the funsies. Hang on. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, I hope. Thank you, Poismus. Thank you very much, Poise. Just make sure we're over the water, just in case. Initiate burn. Burn all the fuel. Here we go. Our trajectory is now straight into the ocean. Hopefully the heat shield will hold. Sad looking lander. Ooh. Okay, we've just touched the edge of the atmosphere. So the air in front of us is being compressed and therefore it's heating up and the heat has to go somewhere, so it goes into the craft. Should be simple. Easy splashdown. Ships will turn up, pick up the astronauts. Interestingly enough, they actually piled all of it. So with the first Apollo missions to the moon, they actually piled the astronauts' stuff. Well, not their stuff, but they would pile the boats that were used by the divers in order to get to the astronauts. They'd pile it all onto a dinghy, and then they blew it up. They literally blew it up. They were worried about, obviously, contamination, because it wasn't known at the time that the moon was sterile. So they literally blew up the for fear of contamination. And obviously they stick the astronauts in contamination booth things. Apparently the astronauts themselves joked that they were useless. Like, you can actually literally see holes in the the containment thing. Oh, is that it? We're out of fuel. Turn the ship sideways and jettison. Whoops, that didn't work. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Did I fail to put... No. Hold on. There we go. I beg your pardon? Excuse me? That's never happened before. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Huge oh no! Okay, hold the fucking phone. That's a real big problem. Are they gonna be okay? Can they slow down fast enough? Shit, the bed. Oh no. Oh god. Atmosphere is getting denser. We're not burning up. Slow the fuck down. The parachute's not going to work. Fuck a duck. Turn it, turn it, turn it. There we go. We're slowing down. We should be okay. Come on. Slow it the fuck down. Come on. Should be fine. Parachute will now initiate. We're fine. Whoa! What was that? I've never seen that before. Did I must have attached it to the wrong inline node or whatever it is. Fuck. There we go. Open, 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 open. There we go. That parachute looks a bit different. Is that different? Is that a mod a patch change, maybe? Maybe I'm going mad. Ooh. Sorry. So what was meant to happen is that the explosive bolts were meant to send that flying, but did not. Thank you, Jedi Lunchbox. Thank you. Welcome back, Markman and Matt Balls. Right. A team will be there to pick you up shortly. Welcome home. Right. Recover vessel. So, the Eve probe is now ready to launch. Well, I'll do that later. I'll do that another time. Maybe I should leave some notes for me, eh? Fuck. Okay, so thank you for watching, folks. So I need to bog off and get on with the editing today. I'm working on a video essay on a game called The Forest, which is a fun game, a survival game that I played last year, but it melted my brain because it was so fucking weird. And I'm just doing a big video essay to explain how fucking weird it is. It's about 24 segments, and I'm working on segment 19. That's going to take me the whole week, I'm afraid. It's actually very complicated. Sort of nearly done. I'm on the 13th minute out of 18 and a half, so I just need to power forward and try and get that, try and get to that last bit and then just start polishing it for you. So, yeah, right. Thank you again, folks. Let me have a look and see who's doing what. Let me have a look and see who's doing what. Who's playing what game right now? Okay. Quebec is on, doing some Warhammer. Is he painting Warhammer, or is he doing the XCOM game? Let's have a look. So hang on. His stream is just starting. Okay, let me hand you over to Quebec then. So he's doing Chaos Gate, the remake. I'll leave you in his company. Hang on. Anyway, thank you again, folks. Have a wonderful afternoon. This is ZF Quebec.